bit on the windy side, but apart from that, really nice. This is a good sweeper. This bike runs well through the bends. Today what I'd like to point out are 3 key features which I think could have made a good bike a really great bike. Okay guys, let's take a look at the bike. 3 areas in question: vibration through the handlebars, foot peg, the windscreen, throttle control. Those are the key areas. The windscreen attracts a fair bit of buffeting, or I found lately it has. I'm 5'9", weighing at 80 kilos, and I find now it's sort of out on the road, so it hits me around eye level or top of the helmet with the wind splashing around, something like that. This new model had an increase of the windscreen by 20mm high, but I think it's a pity they didn't go 50 or 75mm just to sit her up a bit higher. What I might do is undo these screws and that, lift up the screen and see if that affects it. So that'll be something I'll come back and tell you about that later on, how it performs, but I just thought I'd bring that to your attention anyway, and you got a rough idea. The windscreen is not performing 100%. Okay, next up number 2, we'll talk about vibration and the vibration in the handlebars. Well, vibration isn't really a big issue with this bike, it's more like a bit of a buzz. So, you know, when you look at it that way, at around 100 kilometres an hour, you're a bit over the 4,000 rev mark. When you push up towards that 5,000 rev mark, that's when you feel the buzzing in the bars. So you get a bit of a buzz there. It's not threatening or anything like that once again, but it is there and you will notice it. Same too with the foot pegs, but the foot pegs vibration doesn't worry you much at all. There are options you can go for this, like I've had bikes that vibrate really badly and I know what works and what doesn't. I've found that through past experience, heavier bar end weights do wonders for the bikes, you know, they really calm them down. This isn't the stage where it needs that, but yesterday I did a 120 kilometre run on it, and when I pulled up at one stage after about 90 kilometres, I could feel the tingle in my hands and in the fingers, so therefore the impression was definitely got slight vibes through the bars, but nothing really serious. Next up we'll talk throttle control. At times, especially from a cold start, I find when I take the bike out, especially dropping from 4th into 3rd or 2nd gear, that the throttle is a bit sort of snatchy or grabby, and it incurs a bit of jerking and carrying on with the bike for a couple of seconds. I would almost think that this is something to do with a fueling problem, and the fueling problem isn't perfect, but it's probably good enough for what they could do. But it'll be interesting to see if they do an upgrade on this and ECU remap. Now, if you say to yourself, is it serious or would it worry you or anything like that? Probably not. It's just that something I'm bringing to your attention on these, and I'm riding these bikes all the time, so it's up to me to at least say, yeah, I found something here or I found something there. They're only minor things, but you know, the fact is you're aware of them. I'm used to riding bikes with ECUs that the fueling isn't crash hot, so I sort of pick up on these things pretty easy, and I noticed it from the very first ride that there was a bit of a problem, or not a problem, but there is something there which isn't 100%, and I actually thought, consider it was Honda, they may have been able to correct it and get it right. I suppose another question to answer would be, do I still think this is a good bike? No, I think it's really a great bike, and it's great value, and I still recommend anyone to head down and get it. I mean, just before I got to this spot here where I am now, I ran it through some really sharp corners in 3rd and 4th gear, occasionally down to 2nd. And this bike really runs nicely through the corners and leans left and right really nice, so now there's nothing bad I can say about it. I'm just pointing out these other items for you just so that you're aware.